All right, so today we're changing this pilot carryover tube. All right, we have some pilot tubing just in case we need it, and we also have a new orifice. And the reason we're changing all of this is because this happened. This is not supposed to happen. Jeez. So what we need to do is disconnect the gas right here and the screws that are holding the burner in place. We got to slide this whole thing right out to get to where that tubing is back there and where the orifice is as well. I was like taking a picture too of where the wiring goes before I yank these off, and then if I forget or the diagram has been damaged or something like that, at least I got a picture to know where these go. It doesn't look like I'm gonna have to replace the pilot tubing. I mean, it's not damaged or anything. It still looks like it's well intact. Now you can see that the carryover tube, see if I can zoom in closer here for you. So if we look closely, the carryover tube has some rust on it. I don't see any major restrictions or anything like that, but I find when these tubes start to rust, the gas distribution is just not the same. Now, if you look, it's hard to see, but if you look close, there's a bunch of debris building up around that orifice. That could have been a potential cause of this, but we're gonna get a new orifice and a new carryover tube in, and then we're gonna fire it up, see what happens. Now these clips here, they hold on the carryover tube through this threaded rod there that is welded on. What I suggest you do is, if you can, use some nuts instead. Now I don't have any nuts, so I got brand new, those are like kind of like clips, so I got brand new ones from the supplier because I don't have any nuts on me, but I wish I did because they're much easier to put on and take off. But we're gonna go with the brand new clips for today to get this thing back up and running. While you have this all apart, I suggest you clean your sparker up, also the flame sensor, which is still attached to the burner. But if you have them out, clean them up, and also clean up the face of this burner. I mean, there's some rust on there, but it's not corroded through or anything, but you can take a wire brush and really clean the face of that burner up. New pilot or carryover tube installed, new orifice. We've cleaned the flame sensor up. We've cleaned up the igniter, and we've also brushed this plate off to get the surface rust and surface debris off, so it's a bit cleaner. We're gonna put this back together. Okay, so we're ready to fire this thing up. Induced draft motor is on. We're waiting for our spark. Our gas is on. Everything's been double checked here. We are now sparking. It might take a minute because we had the gas off, so there's some air in the lines. It's got to purge out. But we have ignited. We have no flame underneath. So a combination of that corroded carryover or pilot tube plus some debris that it looked like it was clogging that orifice a little bit. Every time you change that orifice or you change the carryover tube, replace the other one too. I mean, the cost involved is not that much, and you're gonna make sure that your burner is firing correctly. So that's it, guys. Happy HVACing.